introduction like that, you got to say something good, right? Do me a favor, real quick. I want to notice something. Can I help you? Do I have your permission to help? Okay. And so, first of all, there's a saying that says the mind can only absorb what the butt can endure. True saying. So, listen. When I say this, I mean just participate a little bit. Okay. Stand up. Everybody stand. By the way, just go. You can do it. That's just the first thing. You can stand. By the way, when I see people get off the stage, like Josh and Christian and different people speak, it burns my ass when I see people stand up. You can stand up. Because they're pouring it out. And they make no money because you're standing up or not. It's not you standing up for them. It's you standing up for you. And I notice when people don't stand up, when somebody lays it out there, that their team doesn't stand up either. I want to be a leader. Start leading. Now, that being said, let's see. You guys turn to my right. Turn to my right. That's that direction. Put your hand on the other person's back. Top of the back, okay? I see things already, okay? All right, and this is not, and give a little massage. Wake them up a little bit. Hands high. Just saying. Good. Now, please, don't let some weak little, geez. Yeah, okay, I have a lot of talk. There's a date going on here, right? Somebody just picked up something. Switch and give as you receive. That's why you need to give. That's my talk. All right, sit down. Damn, we're serious, because this is serious. It's your life. But have a little fun. Put a smile on your face. It's like, you're like, and I know, I'm a super intense person. But I also know that people don't follow tense people. They follow intense people. Big difference. I'm going to be just like, whoa, it's a team sport. It's volunteer. People are here because they chose to be here today. Would you agree? No one made you. No one's paying you to be here. By the way, your ticket, you should have paid $10,000 for that ticket. Right. Are you kidding me? Was it worth it? So, I get a little intense, but I've always been this way. I just happen to be wealthy and intense. But I was broke and intense. As Christian said, that's just what it was, man. I mean, you roll with what you got. And we didn't have a lot except for here. So, let me, quick here, be out of here. Josh did an incredible job. I listen to Josh. Give him a hand. Hey, give him a hand. Stand up. Is a chair, but there are tons of people around here that made that chair there and put it out there for you to take advantage of it. Great news is you can have as many people in those chairs as you want. That's a secret. We talked about that last time. How many were here yesterday? Stand up. If you were here yesterday, those are our leaders starting out right now. Okay? Not that you're not here today, that's fine, but yesterday was kick-ass. It was the locker room. Today was kick-ass. But it started yesterday. So congratulations to those of you who are there to get the early practice. You're hungry. I'm not busting your word here. I'm just saying, this is a 2-day event. And my advice to you that weren't there, never let that happen again. Never let that happen again. Because everybody's laying it out here. And it's your life we're talking about. Everybody you heard talk's already won. True? It's your life. Okay, that's it. That's the only sit down. Now you're awake. When I listened to Josh talk, I was in the back and I was like, as Christian just said, which is exactly true, there's a period in your time in your life where you're going to be laying all the line and that's it. Art Williams said it was 5 to 7 years. Like on it. Could be 10, could be, but 5 to 7, you give it everything you got. And that's more than you think, by the way. I'm going to give it everything I got. You don't know what everything you got is yet. We're going to find out. And you'll find out, which is the greatest thing. It's not what you make, it's the person you become in the making. I promise you. You're not giving me the money back, but I'm telling you. So, when you hear him speak, and Josh and all leaders, and by the way, Christian could have done a meeting like that by himself, Jackson here all could have done great meetings. But this is our out-of-town expert, which people sometimes listen a little bit more to the out-of-town expert, right? True, right? I mean, that's just the way it is. So, when I heard Josh speak, I knew immediately that Josh was on it. You know why I knew that? Because when I was on it, I sounded like Josh. But everybody I've ever met that was on it sounded like Josh. Everybody. Different language, different half a language, different body language, different looks, different places all over the United States, but they sounded the same. They came at it differently, but they pretty much all did the same things. They just were them the way they did it. Right. Just what it is. So, hey, there's 2 questions, and this is not my questions. These are all things. See, there's going to be people that come to this meeting and say, that was a great meeting. Oh, it was awesome. Glad I came. Some people go, I need to worry about, I need to think about, they're going to leave here, they're going to think about this meeting, but they're not going to really think about it. They're going to get it. They were here, but nothing changes. And that's life. That's why Primerica's Forgiving gives you a chance to come again and again and again until you figure it out. Or you stop coming. That's what's the only 2 things going to happen to you. You're going to keep coming back and bringing and fighting and figuring out, or you're not going to come back. And either one of those are just right for you. Because it's you. It's your choice. Right? You with me? Nod your head? Yep. Okay, so here's the question. Can I do it, and is it worth it? Those are the only 2 questions. Ultimately, can I do it, and is it worth it? Because you might say I can do it, but then you have to prove yourself. If I do this, is it really worth it? Are these folks, they say all this stuff, as we talked about, but are they going to do it? Let me give you a little quick note. I want to, Primerica started in 1977, so we've been around for 47 years. By the way, that's 564 months this company's been moving. 564 months. So, man, did I miss it? Hey, all these guys won, and men and women, and you didn't miss nothing. Listen, folks, here's why it's worth. Look, the month of May, in the company, they're going to end up with about 35,000 recruits. We're there without you. Great? That's the second biggest recruiting month in the history of our company without any contest and IBAs and blah, blah, blah. That was in 564 months of existence. May will be the second biggest. Amazing. Recruiting. So here's the question. Nobody's recruiting. Maybe you're recruiting. But there's a bunch of people that have seen this and are acting on it. Fair? Is that true? Yes, right? Second thing is, there was over 4,000 licenses last month. 4,000. Which, if you look at the ratios, and I'm a numbers freak, but that means they got about, all you got to do is make sure you're getting 15% or so of people licensed. You want 20, but there's a percentage. And all you got to do is be in the game. You don't have to be the best, but just be in the game. If the company has 34,000 and does 15, and you have 10, you should do better than the company. Why? Because it's your business. Fair? Think about it. Okay, 4,000. They're going to do 41,000 applications in May without you doing one. See, when I heard these statistics back in the day, I knew they didn't need me, but I needed them. See, I knew that. They were crazy. That was 31 years, 40 years ago. So, secondly, we did $1 billion last month in investment. Last month. People say, I don't know this Primerica thing. It doesn't matter what you think. $1 billion in a month? That was a number That was up 20% from this time last May, which was a record breaking in May, after 564 months in business. Wow. And they paid last month, it's not over yet, they paid $95 million out to the people that did all that. And that was up 12% from last May. Think about that. So, is it worth it? Is it worth it? Oh, it's worth it. We're going to this convention. Folks, I'm telling you, I've been around here a lot of years, Christian. Hey, it has never, ever, ever been better. Right. It might not be better for you, but it has never been better. And I'm not saying that to pump you up. I'm talking numbers and facts. See, I never got emotional about the numbers once I understood them. I'm going to get emotional about people that I believe in the top 20%, and not everybody's going to do it. You got to look at people with two eyes. Eye number one is they're probably going to quit on the way home. Seriously. And the other eye, they're going to be the next key $100,000 income earner that are going to kick ass. And the crazy thing is I don't know which one they're going to be. But because that both can happen. Whose decision is that? It's theirs. So, 95 million. The things that, so this convention is reaching Primerica at a massive peak after 40 years, almost. 47, actually. That's amazing. Think about it. So what have you missed? Nothing. Could you miss it? Oh, absolutely. Not because you're not here, it's because what happens after this meeting is so much more critical than the meeting after you're at the meeting. You're at the meeting. You did it. Awesome. Some of you came extra. Awesome. What happens is when we leave here, you leave here, what is going to change in you? And that usually means going over your fears. Because we all got them. It's fear, man. And my biggest fear, I was talking to a guy who's almost a billionaire. And this was 2 nights ago. Marine Corps guy, opened massive dealerships all across Charleston, South Carolina, and all that area. And he asked me, he said, you know what motivates me? And I looked him right in the eye, and I said, fear of failure. He goes, oh my God, that's right. Fear. I had a fear of failing. My family, my life, everything. Hey, I can't give you that. We can't give you that. You got it, though. So that's number one. Is it worth it? Number two is, in the D.C. area, which is what most of you live in, would you agree with me? We have this, the leadership who brought this together are the best. I'm not saying that hyperbole. They are the best ever created in this area, today. Top income, top base shops, top recruiting, top Sheila doing tours. You find a place, and your examples are all over the place. You got to pinch yourself, because you can grow up rich and not know you're rich. Because everybody's winning. That's not how it is everywhere. It should be, but it's not. So the company is killing it. The leaders here have been and continue to kill it. We're the best. Numbers, leaderships, who's really growing it. So you don't have to worry about, do you have the leadership? We bring in folks like Josh who are killing it. Never makes a dime off any of you. Ever. You're not going to see his tapes and books and pick up Josh's special formula, blah, blah, blah. You know what? He's here because he's a stud. Now, I'm not saying that. The numbers say that, right, Josh? The numbers say that. And you know what the numbers are. Okay, so good. So top base shop, securities, premium. You pick a category. And the DC area and the leaders here dominated. So, is that enough? No, but that's a great start. Art Williams said we owe people 2 things. Art Williams, 2 things. An opportunity and example. That's it. That's it. Everything else is on me, Bruce. Every time people talk, it was me. I mean, I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to me. So, is the opportunity there? By every mathematical definition you can find. Absolutely. Better than that. Is the leadership here? Absolutely, by every definition you can find that you can make up. Okay, great. So that should solve a lot of what you're thinking about. What's the other one I said? Is it worth it? What's the other one? So my point is, if you pay the price, which is designed for you perfectly, and your price is going to be everything you don't want to do to be everything you want to become. And it's going to create in you some angst, because it's all new. You know, you cannot fix a problem on the same level it was created. Let me help you with this. Let me say it again. You cannot fix a problem on the same level it was created. Your life was created by your thinking. Not good, not bad, not indifferent. I'm not speaking anything negative, right? So the only way you're going to go bigger than what you want is based on right here. The distance to travel is the 6 inches between your ears. That's it. That's the battle. Believe me when I tell you. And so in that battle, by the way, Sheila, awesome job in her moving up. I like that Sheila turned around and said, I like it. I was a little bit of the team. Right? I mean, she's soft-spoken, quiet. But she's a tiger on the inside. And you know why she had more people here? Because that's all she thought about. And that is the next phase of her building something awesome and being around people that you're going to build in your business. It's a step. These are all steps. Nothing's fatal, nothing's final. But it's a great step. You know, was it Jason and Alex? First time here? Great. You know what I say to you guys? Young? Great. Now back it up. Now come back the next time and say, you know what? We're not a fluke. Because everybody's saying, oh, they're new, that's why they did it. You come back and you get bigger. And you dominate. And you kick ass. And you know what? People might be upset, but well, here's what I know. You'll be an example. So 15, I think the number was 15 hires, whatever they had here. Great. Listen, you need, sometimes in the beginning of your career, you're going to be a cheerleader for the system until you lead the system. When you walk in your office, well, I'm just going to say, no, you don't understand. Faithful in little, faithful in lot. When you walk into your office, there are times I sucked in this business. But when I walked into that office, I knew I had to bring something. And in the beginning, it was just my attitude. I'd walk in that office and be like, you know what? I'm coming here to get better. I didn't drag in the office. I got this before. You know what? That's not true. I got this in the gym. You drag your ass in the gym, and ain't nobody going to be your partner. You go to the gym and want to work out with somebody bigger, stronger, and then you're bitching and moaning, you're not working out with that person anymore. Because it took everything they had to get in that gym and work out and be intense. It doesn't change. What we teach is universal, is what I'm helping you with here. I mean, I got so many stories about that, but it's universal. So, look. We'll roll. The number one common denominator of the people that are successful here. The number one. Is there something above number one? No, they can be 3, 4, 5, 180. Number one. It's their thinking and how they worked on their thinking by learning how to grow, not the problem they had, but growing to the person that's bigger than the problem. Money, freedom, time, desire, Gucci shoes. I don't give a crap what it is. I did the same thing. We opened our office the same. Hey, 1990, 84, I got in. We opened the biggest, baddest office that I knew that was in the DC area in 1990, 6, 7 years later. Wrote a check, man. It was big. I mean, I threw my butt farther than I could see, but I was completely. Here's what I knew, and here's what I want to help you. I knew without a shadow of a doubt that this company did something amazing for me. I never doubted that. You can doubt you, but that we do what's right for people, no way. That's an anchor. That's an anchor. I knew. Like I say, that gym thing doesn't work for me. I never thought about that. What do you mean it doesn't work for you? It doesn't mean you don't work at the gym. I got you. But me, you go there and you start picking up weights and resistance, and you're going to grow. Nothing so the one common denominator is the thinker. Everybody says it a little differently, but everybody that's winning says the same thing. And when I heard that, I realized, oh, Bruce, you got to work on your head as well, activity and all those other things. I mean, I'm not reading a book in the corner. No. You got to I knew that what I was thinking was like a person growing up broke and almost poor. And I was around people who are here, and just like we just mentioned, that you can grow to whatever you choose to work on here. 6 inches, but it's 1,000 miles for most people. And I was most people. And believe me, I'm not yapping at you. I'm there. I was with you. I have complete empathy for what you're going to go through, because I know it takes everything you got a little bit more, and doubters and people, you're rich yet, all the crap you hear, which never changes. The advice I heard once is never listen to anybody more screwed up than you about something. Never listen to somebody more screwed up than you about something. I had a guy his name was Bill Bosch. He's a great example. He was ending his 4th marriage. And before I got married, he said, Bruce, let me tell you about marriage and women. I said, Bill! Because he thought failure and not getting better was the advice. I said, no, I can't listen to Bill. Can't listen to Bill. Why? Because he was more screwed up than me. People tell you it doesn't work, all the broke stuff, all you know the things. So anyway, show up. Listen, last thing here. There's 2 things in the thinking is learning. It's a learned process, right, Christian? Failure and rejection, baby. You try to do something different in your life and your family and everybody different, you will, but it has to be that way. Failure. You will fail, but just keep failing forward. When you walk in the gym and say, man, I worked out the first day. I want the body I always dreamed of. What are you going to be the next day? The most sore you've ever been. So this thing doesn't work. Some of you are going to leave here. I'm fired up. You're going to be. Tomorrow you're going to wake up and you're going to hear rejection and people. It doesn't work. All the crap we heard. And you're going to say, oh my gosh. Oh, this is sore mentally. Yeah, that's right. Great. People say, you shouldn't be that hard. Go. Run into that. Your brain is like, it'll grow if you put it in the environment. The only thing I did right was I shut up to everything. Everything. For 7 years. I didn't know that when I got in. For 7 years, I never missed a meeting. 7 years. Not because they made me. It's because I knew I was at the place that could do everything and change where I came from in my life and other people's, because that's how we build a system on. And I said, you know what? Said, hey, would you go on company trips? I go, sure. Would you allow to get a 3-day getaway on a Monday, Tuesday? But meetings, never. Because that's the one thing I could control. Right. And 50% of the meetings that plus, you're not going to want to come to. People say, well, if I had a home gym, I'd work out. They don't work out. Because it's not the gym, it's getting there and actually picking up a weight. That's why they sell a lot of home gyms. It's a good business to sell a home gym because people don't use it. Because it's just as hard to go do in your house as it is the gym. But what's your burning desire? And I use that because for me, it's my anchor. So anyway, here's the deal. That's fear and failure, rejection, and trust me, every fear and failure and rejection you get, everybody who's won has been through what you've been through. They understand that. I have complete empathy. I got no sympathy. Sympathy means, oh, poor baby, you're going to get better. Let's work on. No. You don't need sympathy. You need the guy or gal in the gym with you, a mental gym, saying, lock it out. Push the weight. You can do it. You know, I've seen people that have 400 pounds, 500 pounds, and just the fact that their partner is working that will help lift them up and put those 2 fingers, a hand underneath that weight, they lock it out. It's here. Been around this foxhole buddy. And then finally, non-negotiables. If you have no non-negotiables, everything's negotiable. Everything is negotiable. What am I? Hey, showing up, non-negotiable. That was for me. Because you know what? I had changed my life. And I saw the mentors and the examples, and I said, okay, do what they do. And every time I saw a winner, they were at the meeting. So Bruce, it's non-negotiable. And then the second part, if it's non-negotiable, is to show up at the meeting and actually act like you're at the place that's going to fix everything that a lot of times you'll drag into a meeting. Tough week, tough day, doesn't matter. Show up, get the energy, and go hit it again. It's amazing what will happen. It's a process. Okay? So, as you know, I could rattle. I'm not going to cheerlead the system. Most of you just cheerlead. That's why I said stand up. I can't be the winner yet, but I'm going to praise those folks because they're my examples, and one day they'll be standing up for me. One day. Last, everything you do, your team is watching. I don't have a team because they've been watching. Hey, Bruce, I'm not where I want to be because they've been watching. So, taking notes, all stupid stuff, that doesn't matter. You're on the edge of your seat. We used to be, people sitting on the front row be like, get on the edge of your seat, man. That's a champion talking. Because if not, people they just get this, almost they get in a coma. They just say it becomes a movie, it becomes a video. No, act like you're a participant in your own success, in your own savior, in your family's. So, appreciate everything that everybody does here to make this work. And it's a team. Individual, great. But the real joy in this business is not getting the ring, it's putting rings on other people's fingers, or them putting it on themselves. And that's the money, and that's the override, and that's the business. You guys have right.